eyeing you with a mixture of affection, indecision, and disgust, almost like an archaeologist looking at a strange discovery. The memory disappears as soon as you and your companions reach the bottom of the stairs. Your father's sanctuary, as if touched by skeletal hands. A cold manifests on your shoulders, slithering, creeping, crawling slowly towards your chest.
Okay, so we are in the eye. We are about to find what kills the bloodborne. Something to see out with now. Let's check it out. Not this one. Okay. Never mind. Let's just check it. Okay.
What do we need? Tiara's breath.
My child. Finally.
What is this? Who are you?
Your mother. I'm your mother.
Wait. You? Say that again?
I'm your mother. You are the blood of my blood. My child. My son. And you finally come. You've come to save me.
I don't understand.
I'm your mother. The quiet man. Isamo, he molded you from my blood. And after all this time, you finally heard me. Please, child, sit down. I believe we have a lot to talk about. You are silent.
Yes. I'm sorry. All this, it's a lot to take in.
I feel the same way. All those years I've spent in this slumber, only to wake up and be experimented upon by your father. To be given a child in some grotesque, unholy ritual.
Nice.
I still wonder if
So
this is really
I'll
happening.
take better.
Or maybe just a strange dream.
Okay.
I'm afraid it isn't.
Okay, so let's
Why is it that you call Isamo the Quiet Man?
Well, I did not know his true name until years after my awakening. And before that, he hardly spoke. So this is what my mind always called him.
So, you've been in this stasis until I came here, and I somehow set you free?
I was awake, but at the same time I wasn't. Whatever the Quiet Man did after he woke me, it left me in this haze. I didn't see, I couldn't move, but I could hear, and I could feel.
That must have been horrible.
It was, and there were times where I just wished that he would finally end it.
Why can I understand you? We don't speak the same tongue, do we?
We don't know, but you joined your spirit to the Nexus, didn't you? Our minds are connected. Thus, I can hear you, and you can hear
makes
me.
sense.
You said that my father created me. What is that supposed to mean?
I am not sure if I can even give you an answer to that, but I will try to explain. See, my child, the Quiet Man, Isamu, I do not think he ever considered me a living. What he saw me as was a tool to the essence,
The essence?
the source of all magic. Your father's race, they are only able to access a glimpse, a twinkle from an endless sea. We, the Zalonthep, were different. We have always been closer to the essence. We had understood how to harness it, and that had made us powerful.
So, the essence is the place all magic comes from.
Yeah.
Yes, but there were and probably are many names for it. The essence is only what my people called it.
Did you ever try to resist? To break free?
Of course, but it was pointless. I could not speak and I could not move, and even my magic could not aid me.
So, you're saying that my father wanted to use you to gain access to this essence?
Yes, he was obsessed with the idea of gaining power, and to him, I was the key. But what he was trying to do, transferring my aura, my powers onto himself, was impossible, and he realized that quickly.
Why was it impossible?
Because an aura is as unique as a person's eyes or their fingertip skin. It cannot simply be put on and off like a helmet or a glove, and it dies with its owner.
Which is why he tried to find another way to gain access to your powers.
Yes, he tried transferring my energy to a talisman, to these flesh creatures he created, and countless other ways, but it was all in vain. These experiments went on for years, and even though I couldn't see and couldn't speak,
Yeah.
I felt it all.
Whoopsie.
Then he created you. His train of thought was simple. If my aura could not be transferred, it could be passed on to my offspring.
But how is that even possible? A shaper and a human?
It is possible. The way we conceive, how we bring forth new life, it is different from what you are used to.
How?
It's complicated, and I do not want to talk about it with my own child. What matters is it worked. Down here, on this altar, I gave life to you, to my first and only child.
It's funny if he's shaper. If you talk about Spellforce 1.
I'm sorry. This is a lot to take in.
Yep, it is. Yep, it is. Voila!
I understand. Believe me, I do. All those years, I had wondered how it would feel to finally meet you. About what you would look like, and all the things I tell you. But now that you're here, it feels surreal. As if all this is just an illusion. A mirage.
So I am half shaper. How come it doesn't show?
Once again, this has to do with the way we conceive, but I do not want to talk about it. I hope you understand.
Oh,
So this is where the nightmare comes from, isn't it?
What nightmare?
I always felt they were connected to something that had happened a long time ago. Now I know.
Yes, that is possible. Quite often, our dreams remind us of the things we have long forgotten.
What happened then? What did Isamo do?
He took you away. For what purpose, I do not know. But it is evident that it did not work. Even through you, he could not obtain access to the essence. As for what happened afterward, that is a question you are more fit to answer than I am. And once you freed me, I want you to tell me all.
I still can't believe you're a shaper.
Shaper. That's how the quiet man called me too. We called ourselves the Zarlunde.
I know, but how is it possible that you're still alive? I thought you were extinct.
Yes, so it seems. I was unaware of this until the quiet man told me.
But how did your people die? And how did you survive?
I do not know how my people died. Believe me, child, I have spent a long time wondering. As for your second question, it is a long story. I was one of the Yulas caste, the scientists, the scholars, the priests, and like many other Zalundeb at that time, I was taken by the scourge.
The Scourge?
A disease. It had been ravaging through our empire for over a decade at that time. It ate us up from the inside.
Most scholars who studied your people firmly believed that the Shapers had cured the world of all diseases.
Then they are wrong. We had found cures for many of them, yes. But even these were often only for the Yulas and the Zavans, the ruling castes. And there was no cure for the scourge.
But you survived. How?
Through a ritual, an experiment. The idea was to freeze my body until a cure would be found. Looking back, I wonder why I was so eager to keep living. I was just a power-hungry woman who had no one to mourn her death. By the face of time, it's strange to tell you this. Millennia have passed, but some of the memories are still so lively, so real.
How old were you when the scourge infected you?
90 years. Half my lifespan was already gone.
What exactly happened when I touched your hand earlier? How did I wake you?
You don't know.
How should I?
Yes, how should you? I am sorry, child. For some reason, I continue to expect you to know all those things I would have taught you. If things had been different. You see, a shaper does not always have that connection to the essence the quiet man was looking for. When they come of age, there is an event called the melding. The child, guided by her creators, unlocks the potential slumbering within your father. He did not know this, which is why you could never give him what he wanted.
So this is what happened? You performed this ritual on me?
It's less of a ritual, but something that happens with age. It would have happened far earlier if we had not been separated. But yes, by taking my hand, we melded, and the energy that was set free also lifted my curse. Or at least parts of it. I am still unable to move.
But what does that mean? That I can now access the essence?
No, the melding only provides the child with a key. Finding the door is a lifelong quest.
Nice.
But yes, deep down inside you have unlocked something. A potential for the enormous power Isamu had been looking for.
But I still don't understand. What is the story behind that song? You said that you called out to me so that I could find and save you.
Yes, I have done nothing else since your father took you from me. But it was only a short time ago that I finally started to feel that I could sense your presence somewhere out there. Thus, I tried to focus my thoughts onto you and sent them out into the world. Telepathy, as you call it. The song must have been the way the dark corners of my mind expressed my emotions.
The dark corners of your mind? What do you mean by that?
Well, every spirit has two sides. One that the mind can see, and the other one that remains hidden. If the visible one is a puddle, the invisible is an endless sea.
My father died a year ago. Could this be the reason that we only started hearing the song 6 moons ago?
He is dead?
Yes. He started a rebellion against our kingdom and fell in the final battle.
I see. I always knew it would come to that, you know. His hunger, this glare in his eyes. I knew it would consume him eventually.
How does that make you feel?
That is a good question. I do not know. I expected to feel relief, joy, triumph even. But instead, I feel nothing.
So his death broke whatever spell he had imposed on you. And because of that, your telepathy finally carried through the walls of this place.
That is the only explanation. Yes.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it was
interesting.
telepathy. But how come only certain people heard you?
It's okay.
Only mages?
Is it not obvious? Because having magic means standing close to the essence, and only those who stand close are receptive to my telepathy.
Also, there's not anything magic is something else yet for you to fear, so all I could do was to help you.
I did not know the form my thoughts would take on, but it seems that for us, it was a song. One that finally led you here to free your mother from her suffering. There is poetry in that, isn't there?
I think there's something you don't know.
What do you mean?
Your song. It It was lethal to everybody who wasn't gifted with magic. I don't know how to say this, but people died. Lots of people. This is why I'm here, to end the blood burn, as we've started to call it.
Bloodburn? The name of the sun. I didn't know.
I just don't understand. Why did the song kill people without magic? How is this possible?
I don't know. Maybe it was too much for their minds to bear. Forgive me, I don't know what to say.
But it's over now, isn't it? I found you.
Yes, it should be, but... Oh, please, you have to believe me. I didn't know. All I wanted was to have you back. To... Wait. There's someone here.
What are you...
What the fuck?
No!
Oh, you are dead. You are so dead. You are so damn dead.
I'm sorry. It was necessary.
Oh, you are so damn
What did you do?
What do you think? I fulfilled Aener's prophecy. Searching for a cure, the pariah seeks the truth. A lost mother will be found and awoken from her
I'm
slumber,
still wondering how they know
and thus
all of
allows
this.
me to receive her
Is Alan
essence.
real or something like that?
You knew about this? You knew about...
Yes, I did. I knew that the blood burn was caused by a shaper mother looking for her lost child.
How the fuck did you
But
know
what I
that?
didn't know was where to find her. So I had to find the child instead, which I did. The pariah. Though I certainly did not expect it to be Asamo Tahar's son.
But why?
Isn't it obvious? Because I needed her essence. The key to the Archfire, as we call it. Through its power, I will be able to open the
Archfire,
gates and to
Phoenix
allow
Stone.
Aenir to return.
Nice.
I'm sorry, Tahar. Your mother, she will now serve the greater good.
Understand? You bloody killed him!
She is not dead. Her body may be, but not her mind. Inside that amulet, she's still alive. It's what your father had always tried to accomplish, but never did.
Where are the others? What did you do to them?
Put to sleep. Don't worry, I didn't kill them.
If you...
I did not kill them. As defilers, they will be put to justice, but that has not been done yet.
I don't get it. You did all this only to get access to the essence? To the Archfire?
No. The blood burn had to be stopped. Unlike what you might believe, I do care about the people of Io, just as the Old Father cares about all of his children. So I stopped it, as Aenir ordered me to. But he also told me something else. That purifying the world, freeing it from defilers, and making people see their sins is only the first
So
step.
damn dead.
The second one requires power. A lot of it.
Why?
It's called the opening of the gates. A rift, a portal, one through which Aenir can step back into this world. And this is what he chose me for, his most loyal servant. He needed the Archfire's power, and he knew the pariah and his mother were the key.
Give me that amulet now, or I'll take it from your dead body.
No, I will not. Your mother is what we should all be, a tool of the All-Father. Either way, there's no point in once again, I am truly sorry. But the All-Father's visions were clear. The pariah needs to die after the mother has been found.
I'd love to see you try.
You will.
They will fall.
Lips, okay, interrupts. Fire Nova, plus spell. Okay.
You read my mind.
It's the video. That will be long fight.
Whatever's necessary.
That will be long. What is my... Come on.
What's next? They will fall. No, please,
Aenir will honor your sacred...
What the?
You won't.
No. What?
Oh, that's a different story. I once killed him. Yeah, okay. It's... really like it.
Ellen's reins. Hey, quick, over here! Yes, just like that. Stay with us, Corporal. Stay with us.
What's the matter? What happened?
Tahar's awake.
Lord Marshal Arendir. What in blazes are you doing here?
It's a long story, but I'm here as an ally.
Yes, and there will be plenty of time for the lengthy explanations later. First, I want to know how you're feeling, Tahar.
Oh, wow.
Sorry to say it like this, but you look like shit.
Let the see, Rita.
Charming as always. But I'm fine. Just dizzy. What happened? I just remember Lacane. And my mother.
Your mother? You mean the Shaper?
Yes. It's hard to explain. She was in some kind of stasis when my father found her, and my father used her for his experiments. I don't know how to say this, but the blood burn, it was her doing. When my father died, she tried to call out to me by telepathy. That's what caused the plague.
All right, I think his head wound is worse than we thought.
It's the truth, Iria. And Lacane didn't only want me to stop the blood burn. He needed me to lead him to my mother, so he could use her as a source for the Archfire.
Well, that's a lot to take in, I guess. But why your mother? You're speaking metaphorically, right?
I'm not. She is my mother.
All right. Start over, from the beginning. What happened when you walked into that chamber? I'm sorry, but that sounds absurd. Utterly absurd.
Come on.
Well, I doubt he's lying, King Regent. And actually, it makes sense. It explains a lot, for example, why he could activate the portals, enter Mullendir, and why he had this vision. Though I have to admit, it's not what I expected from our little trip to the Eye. Not at all.
Yeah, it's okay.
Speaking of which, how did we get out of that dungeon?
Well, as you know, I was unconscious too, so I can only tell you what the soldiers told me. But after that explosion, it was as if the skies had started raining fire. Lacane's soldiers panicked and rushed into the dungeon to save him. It must have also alarmed our troops who were waiting at the borders. They marched in and used the confusion to get us out, too. I mean, at the time, the Purity still thought we were allies and vice versa. In other words...
Apparently. But why in blazes are you here, Lord Marshal?
It's just anger now. I think we've moved past the titles. And to answer your question, you were out for 5 weeks.
What the fuck?
5 weeks?
Yes. To be honest, if your vital signs hadn't remained steady, we would have assumed you were dead.
Which leads us to your mother. You mentioned something about Lacane banishing her into some kind of amulet?
Yes. He somehow absorbed her spirit to gain access to the Archfire. That's what my father always tried, and why he created me in the first place.
And I assume, by Archfire, you're talking about some extremely powerful source of magic.
Yesterday.
The source of all magic, yes.
So the theories are true. Well, at least now we have an explanation.
An explanation of what?
Well, the Harbinger has gone rampant. Briefly put, the Purity of Light has taken over almost all of Leonida. The Eye, Greyfell, Greykeep, everything.
Greykeep? How is that possible?
They were already in the keep when Lacane gave the order, and we simply didn't expect it. It wasn't even a fight. It was a massacre. And yes, I know what you're about to say. But it's my fault, because I tolerated the Purity in the first place. And you're right. I've made mistakes, and hundreds, thousands of people had to pay the price.
What about the Queen?
She's alive. The Harbinger knows he can't kill her, because if he does and word gets out, then he might lose the common folk's support. According to our spies, the Queen's Guard and the Purity have struck some kind of bargain.
Wait, so the Purity controls the keep, and the Queen's Guard just plays along?
Yes, it sounds absurd, I know. But the Queen's Guard first responsibility lies with the safety of the Queen. Whatever is necessary to protect her, they do it. Though I doubt Lacane's long-term plan sees the Queen at his side, which is just another reason to hurry.
And he's wielding the power of the Archfire?
Some incredibly powerful form of magic, yes. And it adds up. He absorbed your mother's spirit, and it allows him to do the things he now does.
But why? Why start a war against all of North?
To prepare Io for the arrival of Aeonir. You remember that nonsense his priests always preach? How we're the reason that Aeonir left us?
Yes. That's why they want to clear the world of sin and mages. Of defilers.
Well, it seems that they've spiced up their idea a little since it was taking too long. It's not just mages they kill anymore, but everybody who doesn't convert to their religion. Soldiers, women, men. They all get to choose. Join the Purity and accept the light, or be killed on the spot.
Shit.
Words of wisdom.
Be that as it may, your recovery couldn't be more timely.
How did you even get here?
Later, Tar. I'll tell you all you want to know, but not now.
For what it's worth, the encounter with my mother also changed something in me. I feel different.
Elaborate.
Well, when I awoke my mother, it did something to me. She called this the melding.
Less fancy words, please. What did it do?
Well, I think it allows me to control a part of the Archfire too. Just like the Harbinger does.
Finally, some good news.
Indeed. Anything that can help us battle Lacane will help. But whatever it is, I doubt it will allow us to stop Lacane with a thought alone. Or will it?
No. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly it changed.
I see.
What about the charges? Do you still consider me a traitor?
Is that still important?
Well, considering that you're in my fortress now, I don't think it is.
I'm glad you're able to see it that way. Given the recent events, your sentence has been lifted. You are pardoned. And if that is your wish, you can be reinstated as a corporal of the Northander army. That, and my apology, is all I can offer.
I'll pass.
Then, so be it.
Since you saved me from the dungeon, what about my mother?
She's here in the Nexus. We saved her, but she seems to be in some kind of a coma. For a while, we thought it was the same as your condition, but now that you've told us the full story, it makes sense. Her body is still functioning, but Lacane has stolen her spirit.
Then we need to save her.
If she can be saved. But yes, maybe we'll even get our chance sooner than expected. Lacane is marching towards us as we speak.
Come again?
He knows where we are, and he's planning an attack on the city. He might arrive today or tomorrow, but soon, which is why we meet.
Lord Marshal.
Speaking of Nor.
The Purity. They are here, as you said. What are your orders, sir?
All cost. How many are they?
Your sister is leading them.
Myra?
I'm afraid so.
Wait, you're saying that House Utron is working for the Purity of Light now? And they're led by Lady Myra Utron?
As I said, yes. It could be anything, though. Maybe Lacane forced her to comply.
Then make sure that she does not get harmed. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. There needs to be an explanation for this. Either way, we need to fend them off. Tahar, are you able to fight?
I think so. Yes.
Good. Then you're back in charge. Let's head out.
Okay, so what do we have? Mission I'm doing again out of that magic is directly okay. I think we're going to get single character. But what is the sense of after this for lightning. Okay, nice. Okay. Okay, that's nice. And let's go for elementalism. That's the then problem. What do we have? What stuff is doing? Stuff is doing good. This is doing good. Yeah. Maybe I will think something. What the fuck is going on? What's no that? What's no artist? I have artist. Cool. But let's go for let's go. Okay, let's go. Okay. I got this. That's Process reduce, okay. Alright, this, and this. Engagement is zero damage and deals. No damage. Okay, yeah.
Understood. Blazes, battle noises. They're already inside.
Yep, they are.
They are. Come, let's go get an overview.
Will do. Got it.
Ellen's reigns. This doesn't look good.
Tahar, you're awake.
He is, and he has got some interesting stories to tell.
But they'll have to wait. Where are Isgrim and Gorn?
I don't know. They weren't in the Nexus when the fight broke out. I'd say they've taken matters into their own hands.
What are your orders, Tahar? This doesn't look good.
We have to seal the entrances. If they breach through either one of them, we're done with.
Then we need to split up. I'll get some of my men and make a stand in the southwest.
Then I'll take over the northwest. That's the hardest one for them to reach, so chances are they still haven't made it.
Then we'll help you.
Good. And Tahar, if what that scout said is true, and House Utran is really part of this attack, don't harm her. I know my sister, and this does not make any sense at all. There must be a reason for all of this.
I didn't even know Lady Utran is your sister.
I don't blame you. Northander politics and family bonds are complicated, but yes, she is my sister. And since her husband, Lord Rickard Utran, died, she's the ruler of the Utran lands.
That's interesting. Może się pojawi zaraz.
Which makes this development as dangerous as it's bizarre. The fact that House Leonider is supporting the Harbinger is bad enough.
I'll do my best. Good luck, Angar. We'll come to your help.
Do that. Nihalf guide your sword, Tahar.
Corporal.
Yes?
Is there anything you need?
Got it.
What?
Yes?
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 Well?
I am ready.
Sure.
understand.
Okay. Dildo man. Yeah, Dildo man will get this one. The strength of dexterity, that is constitution. Good. Content.
What do you
Okay, and what do you have here? Knockdown. Trap observed and damage him, the inflicted damage on the target is at full health. Okay.
Really?
Now would you look at that?
Do I have any? No.
What do we need?
Tahar, you're...
Shit. So they've already breached the outer wall.
They will soon. That masked thing on the other side. I don't know how he...
Drain. Iria! Blazes, what kind of magic is that? Ready yourself, Tahar! Fine.
Damn it, he killed one of our heroes. He killed one of our heroes.
I forgot I don't have this blood things. Blood things are not important.
Blazes, battle.
They are. Come, let's go get an overview.
Helen's right. Tahar.
But where are
What do
we?
Then good. And Tahar, I don't blame it. Which I'll do that. Nihalth, guide your sword, Tahar.
Corporal?
Well,
Hold on.
Yes?
Set. Set. No.
guess.
Anything on your mind?
It is. That's right. Oh, the fast audio isn't fast. Where is it? Okay, Rohan understands. That's actually. And as well for this one. So we have this. One kind of 36. Okay. I think this one is right now. And I can just put oh, I didn't know. Look.
Will do. Interesting.
Oh, shit.
Drain.
Blazes, what kind of magic is that? Ready yourself, Tahar! Damn it! I need healing!
What? Child play.
That looks like one. Oh my god, I did wrong.
I'm injured.
Damn it! I need healing!
I'm injured.
Damn it! I need healing!
I can't. I'm out of mana.
One down!
Not the real one.
They killed one of our heroes.
I'm injured.
Is that all? Is that all?
Blazes, get up, will you?
Don't die on us, friend. Just stay with me.
Yes?
Ellen's reins. What happened?
The barrier gave up.
Blazes. For someone who just came back from the dead, you're in good shape. Whatever your mother did to you, it seems to help. What about that masked fellow? Where?
We've taken care of him. At least for now.
No, just Just seems like Scryer Elion got the worst of it.
Can you take care of her? We have to make sure the other entrances are safe.
Yes. I'll get her to the Nexus as quick as possible.
Probably not. Stay safe, Iria.
What now? The southwest, the southeast, and the northeastern entrance are still undefended.
Then we need to take care of them.
Tu jest coś potrzebnego. Do I have the... No.
Corporal. Got it.
Is it good? No, okay.
Yes.
Sure.
I am ready.
Yes. Finally.
What time?
What do we need? Understood.
Where is the ghost down here?
Fine. Uh-huh. Really? Finally. Fine. Uh-huh.
Is there anything you need?
Understood.
Okay. Wait a second. Oh. Let's go.
Finally.
Understood.
Zarek's fangs. Dark blazes, it is you. Last time I saw you, you were lying on that stone bed like a bloody corpse.
That's about how I felt when I woke up. What's the situation? I don't see any purity men around here.
No, not pure. My gut tells me they're waiting for reinforcements.
If it's not the purity, who are we dealing with? Another one of the royal houses?
No, I don't think so. To me, they look like bandits. But they're fighting under Aeonir's banner. And the man my K-Ran hunter took down had the purity symbol tattooed right across his forehead.
The Bane.
Bane.
The ones who massacred the Nortander outpost in Leafshade.
Huh. Yeah, that fits.
Damn it. What's the plan then?
Well, now that you're here, I say you move out and crush them. We'll hold our position and cover.
Simple enough. All right then. Move out.
What now? The southwest, the southeast, and the northeastern entrance are still undefended.
Then we need to take care of them.
That way. All right.
What do you require? They won't stand a chance.
Fine. Really?
It will be bloody.
The fabled pariah. Interesting.
Oh,
I thought you were dead.
Let's just get this over with, shall
My words exactly.
We'll make short work of them.
Damn it! I need healing. You've read my mind.
I'm injured. I'll make it
Regret this.
Killed one of our heroes.
Anything on your mind?
I'll do what's required.
Get up. I'm injured.
They killed one of our heroes.
Get up. Don't die on us, friend. Just stay with me.
What did they find?
Damn it! I need healing. What's next? What?
They killed one of our
What
heroes.
did they find?
Picked the wrong enemy. Shit. Help me for heck's sake.
No idea.
Will do.
I need to change it up on strength.
Yes?
Zarek's fangs. Tahar. Blazes, it is you. Last time I saw...
That's about how I felt when I woke up.
No, my gut tells me they're waiting.
Simple enough. All right then.
What now? The southwest, the southeast, and the northeastern entrance are still undefended.
Then we need to take care of them.
Prepare yourselves.
Whatever's necessary. Corporal.
They will fall.
Yes? Yes.
Of course.
That way. All right.
The fabled pariah.
Let's...
My word.
Pathetic.
Understood.
Yes.
Yes.
Is there anything I'm injured.
You'll regret this.
Not bad, Tahar. Not bad.
Any last words?
Yeah. Listen.
What the?
Go after me and lose your city and your friend, or save choice.
She got away.
No time to go after her. We need to secure the entrance. Blazes! Help me, somebody! I understand. Sure.
I'll be swift.
Blazes! Help me, somebody!
I'm injured.
They killed one of our heroes.
Come on. Don't die on us now.
They won't stand.
Blazes!
Killed one of our heroes.
Help me for heck's sake!
Okay. I don't know. Full deck. Okay, let's go. Jak pominięte klatki? Klatki, klatki, dobra.
The fabled pariah. Interesting. I thought you were dead.
Ishtar, nie szczekaj, proszę cię.
Let's just get this over.
My words.
I'm ready.
Whatever's necessary.
How do you like that?
You've read my mind. They will fall.
That's all?
What do we need?
Get started.
Got it.
Corporal, as you want. It will be bloody.
Blazes! Help me, somebody!
Damn it! I need healing. Not now. Whatever's necessary. You've read my mind.
What the?
Yes? Sure.
How do you like that? I'm injured. What do you require? I understand.
Leave it to me.
They killed one of our heroes.
Come on, don't die on us now. Damn it, I need healing.
Yes.
I'm injured.
Not bad, Tahar. Not bad.
She goes.
Enough for today. I will be later. Probably. Okay, thanks for watching.